Hey, it's why we love horror. It's episode 99. We're almost at 100. I'm John Maher. That's Abby Brooks and Aaron Brooks and Asher Brooks and Blurry Chico Brooks. What's going on, guys?
We're all together.
Yeah, we're all here.
We're all together. Very excited to all be back.
Did you say together?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're all together.
We're going to talk about this eye to eye.
Yeah.
So we'll see if we see eye to eye on this one. But yeah, this is, I think, one of the more anticipated movies as the year's gone on, for sure. I don't think it was on our anticipated list before the year, but it's definitely one, like, as I've heard about it, it's been getting more and more hype. And I think it's probably one of the 10 or 15 most anticipated movies by this point for horror.
Yeah. I believe this is a feature-length debut for Michael Shanks from New Zealand. And he brings along at least one person from the Southern Hemisphere to star in this movie. David Harriman's in it. But we also get Alison Brie and Dave Franco, who I'm 99% sure are together in real life.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, making sure. Didn't want to be the asshole who was wrong about that.
No.
Anybody want to take a crack at the synopsis?
Abby, it's been a while since you've been back.
Sure. I can certainly try. Yeah, so this movie is about a couple who they're originally living in, I guess, New York City, moving to the countryside for Alison Brie's job. And they're a couple where there's kind of already some turmoil going on between them. Cracks in their relationship. They wander into a cave where something magical, spiritual, whatever happens, and then weird things start happening between the two of them.
Yeah, I made the mistake that it was New York City too. But would you believe that's fucking Seattle? That's Seattle.
Oh.
Which is like, I didn't know you could like not have a car in Seattle, but apparently you can not have a car in Seattle. But yeah, totally understandable. Aaron, your first thoughts on it?
Yeah, my first thoughts are that I liked it. I did. I think that I got a little bit in the way of my own expectations here, and I'm starting to kind of notice something a little bit with kind of some movies that Neon's selecting to kind of showcase lately, and not necessarily lately. I feel like it started with Immaculate, where like they showcase like kind of this like religious horror movie that like it definitely goes for it at the end, but throughout the movie, it's like kind of standard fare a little bit. If you've not seen these types of movies, I could see it blowing your mind and like you going down a rabbit hole after seeing Immaculate. But for us, like we liked Immaculate for sure. It was solid. But like for me, I, kind of was hoping for a little bit more, like it to push the boundaries a little bit more. Brings us to Companion earlier this year, which was also Neon. And that movie also, I felt like did not go far enough at all. It like really kind of played it like safe, kept it to like general audiences. Like if you've never seen like a sci-fi techno horror movie, like this one's going to blow your mind. But I feel like if you have, and then the reason I'm saying that is with Together, I feel like again, we're kind of in that situation where like I was going into this movie, I was like, we're going to see some fucked up body horror, like some of the gnarliest. It's going to be the gnarliest of the year. And it might be, but for me, the body horror never made me squirm like I want to squirm with it.
Not even that one scene?
Maybe that one scene. We'll talk about it. There might have been one, but like honestly, I was expecting to kind of feel tense throughout this with that. Also, I was expecting like the like relationship drama to get much deeper and more uncomfortable. Like I was expecting this is a real couple here. Like we're going to go to some real places and they didn't. And that's okay. Like they took kind of a different approach and I feel like it was still done well. But for me, like it was a little bit predictable at times for me.
Yeah, I'll toss this up. So yeah, I'll start with the relationship drama. You're right. It's not complex. You probably have friends like this. Like the guy
doesn't want to move.
Yeah, the guy is a musician, right? And like, and he's in Seattle, and he kind of has prospects. But the girl has a career, and she's like, "Stop being a child. We're fucking going." And he's like, "Cool, I'm gonna forfeit everything and go." And then it's like, does she resent him? Does he resent her? I have friends that have that exact problem, and so do you, and so does everybody watching. So it's not complex at all. But then they move out there, and like she's a teacher, and he's gonna still be in the band, but this other issue gets in the way. And I think the one thing that I'll say, and then I'll kick it back over to you guys, is this movie, I guess, I don't even think it's ever really pitched itself as like a mystery. They kind of lay all the breadcrumbs. Well, first of all, they give you the twist in the beginning of the movie. And then they kind of lay out breadcrumbs that are pretty large breadcrumbs for other small twists that are going to happen. So if you're paying attention at all, you won't be surprised. You kind of just get surprised by the situations they wind up in, and not by what's going on.
Yeah.
Back to you, Abby.
Yeah, what were your thoughts, Abs?
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with the qualms of this movie. I think I really loved the movie a lot. I think that the relationship between the couple, I thought that they did have good chemistry, and I think they did portray this couple having this issue really well. Again, I don't think they're having, I agree, I don't think it's like a super complex issue that they're having, but you also said it's also kind of like a relatable issue that they're having for a lot of people. So I think if you are having that issue, like it could feel relatable to some people and like trigger them maybe in a little way. And I like when movies can do that. It didn't do that for us, but for some people it might be relatable. And then I do also agree that I think that the movie is a little bit predictable, but I didn't mind that for some reason. I don't know why. I liked where things were going. I liked where we ended up. I enjoyed the journey of this movie. I really did. And I think, again, expectations is probably the biggest flaw for this movie. I really enjoyed the marketing. I think Neon, I mean, like Aaron said, Neon is doing like a really like good job of like marketing movies, whether it's like accurate to them or not. But like this is one where like Neon was doing a lot, and so was Alison Brie and Dave Franco. Like they were all over the place, I feel. And then I think expectations for this movie, it really came out of the festivals, which I think is, it happens with a lot of movies where a movie will premiere at whatever festival it does and people rave about it and talk about it in a certain way, where I think a lot of people thought this movie was going to be the substance, and it's just not.
It's the sub.
Yeah. But that's okay that it's not the substance. It doesn't have to go that far. And I think that's where, and again, like I agree. I think it could have gone further. Even in the one particular scene that we're going to talk about. But yeah, I think there were just expectations that made people think it was going to go further than it did.
Yeah. And like, I won't harp on it for too long here, but like, even without the expectations, which it's hard to remove, but like, I just feel like the sound design could have been a little bit grosser. I feel like the effects looked a little bit too clean and digital to me. Like, and that's a personal thing for me.
Especially the further you get into the movie, they got like really like too crisp CGI. It was like too.
That's
crisp.
What I'm saying. It was like flesh colored T1000.
Yes.
Like and like for me, like I just wish they would have went the practical route a little bit more. I'll also get this out of the way right now. One of the scenes that should have been the scene of the movie with them using like the turkey automatic saw.
The sawzall, yeah.
You're not going to show me that starting and then go away and just show me a bloody room and them hanging out after. That's not working for me. I needed to see that moment. My balls were so blue after that. Like I could not believe that. I was like, they're not going to do this because they were selling this saw like as like this huge, like the turkey baster of this movie. And then you're not even going to show me what it does. You're just going to show them hanging out, sitting on the floor with some blood around them.
And they weren't very injured by it.
Not at all. Like it was like, it was a minor. So like, these are the things that I'm like, we have signed up for a one location, two becomes one. And, you know, like, it's just like, I feel like it could have went harder. And I feel like a brave boy to say that it didn't go hard enough for me.
Fair enough. I think also you mentioned that the comedy didn't go it never goes. It goes well enough into a bunch of different areas, but it doesn't ever commit to one area because there's actually some decent comedic parts in this movie. Like the whole part, like there's a part like where he's prescribed Valium, And the recurring joke is like, they call it diazepam now. And I laughed when they're like friggin' on the floor. Oh, it's called diazepam now.
That was funny.
That's the funniest part of the movie.
But like
the Spice Girls.
Yeah, the Spice Girls. But my thing with the Spice Girls thing is it just was so obvious that it was going to be a 2 becomes 1 that I wish that it would have just been the like, I got the wrong record. Something like he was trying so hard to do this nice thing for his partner, and then he got like the wrong record. And that would have been funnier to me, just because like 2 becomes 1, we all knew that was coming. Like, so like when they're like mentioned the Spice Girls earlier, I'm like, oh yes, 2 becomes 1. There's no way they're gonna do that. That's so obvious. This is comedy. We got to make a left turn and we're supposed to go right. That again is a personal thing, but I can only come from this from my personal perspective.
Or like 10 seconds of spice up your life and then into 2 becomes 1.
Yes,
Cool.
You're right. You're right. And you know, like it was just like early on, I kind of knew what kind of movie we were getting into, because there is a scene in the shower where like Dave Franco's like getting jerked all around and like everything like that, but they're making sure that like the angle of the camera does not show his dong like at all. I'm like, in a movie like this, we should have seen full frontal.
You get a glimpse.
You get some dong. You get some. You get some prosthetic dong.
We got no bush. We hardly had any butt at all. We had a little bit of boobs. Like, I'm a little bit disappointed in that realm too. Sorry, Asher.
I will say the one thing where I was like, the whole movie kind of like gave itself away is when Millie is at Mr. McCabe's house, Damon Harriman's character, and she looks at the photo of him and his boyfriend. And I was like looking at the photo, I'm like, which one's him? Yes. Like, oh shit. And like the whole movie, I was like, I know the whole rest of the movie now.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll have that moment too. I mean, if you're watched this far and you saw the word spoilers around the screen and you let me say that out loud, it's on you now. But yeah, the big reveal is that like there was a cult, and the cult, I guess, and they don't do any real exposition with regards to the supernatural shit, which is fine. Apparently the cult stumbled upon some kind of underground spring that allows 2 bodies, 2 consciousnesses to merge into one. So you get the impression that a lot of people in that town in Fuller, Washington, are members of this cult and are like the Janus, like they're 2 people in one. And they all have bells over their house. So Damon Harriman's character is 2 men in one body. And then at the end of the movie, Aaron has the best joke. Alison Brie's character, Dave Franco's character.
They become Jared Leto.
Yes, they do. And her parents come to visit.
Oh, that was her parents.
Those are her parents. She makes the comment. She's like, you got to get out of the house. My parents are coming on Sunday.
Oh my God. So I really misunderstood that. I thought Jared Leto became like an Airbnb like person and like redid the whole like house to like sell it to these old people. And I would love to see the old people version of this movie. I'm just saying, like, if they would have made it those 2 instead of Alison Brie and Dave Franco, like how interesting would 2 old people who have been stuck together for 50 years resenting each other? Think about like, I would like to see a second together.
I think what we learn is if you love the person you join together with, you become like a person, because the 2 missing hikers in the movie, they find them and they are not merged. They are merged together like Sue and Elizabeth at the end of The Substance. They're like a gigantic monstrosity with an ass.
I didn't quite put that together. So they actually did love each other.
Yeah. I guess you have to love each other to be fully together.
They did love each other?
Yeah, to become Jared Leto.
It didn't seem like...
I thought that they just had to kind of consent to it and then consent to being stuck with each other forever.
I don't think they loved each other.
And I kind of figured that the 2 hikers were resistant enough that...
Like the dogs in the beginning.
Turned into that thing.
The dogs turn into like a weird... Like,
right.
Thing. They borrow a lot from... Like, they borrow like visuals, I guess. Because like when I see the dogs getting all screwed, I'm like, oh, that's the thing.
Yes, and everybody, the thing in The Substance on the surface, very clearly.
I don't think we've missed out. The one scene we do need to talk about. There is a scene, because like it's also about like, you know, like they're attracted to each other, then they're not, and they're attracted to each other, and not. It's like there's this whole like, you know, his parents died, and like he's like has intimacy issues. He doesn't sleep with her, all the things. So suddenly he like wants to sleep with her. So they go into an elementary school bathroom and they have sex. And then in the most uncomfortable scene of the movie, his penis is stuck inside of her, and it requires incredible leverage to rip it out. It was very uncomfortable.
Yes.
I won't ask Abby. She can't relate. Aaron, how did you feel?
My God. Yeah. Boy, howdy. Really gripped me. I'm just that gorilla grip. You gotta watch out for that, kids.
But it's like you're really tensing up.
And that's what I expected this movie to be for 90 minutes. And maybe that's an unfair expectation to have, but I was expecting that speed once we got going. Right. And it just didn't quite do that for me.
There's a lot of like gravity, like, you know, like, oh, like scenes in the movie.
Yes.
But that's really about it. Anything we're leaving out?
I don't think so.
All right, let's get to what everybody came here for. I know the order. Aaron, you go first.
Hi there. I'm Aaron, and I'm here to be a brave boy. As much as I talked about the negatives, it just was a little more fun with this movie than talking about everything else that worked to like a double or better for me. Like, this is a really solid movie. I think rewatching it, I'd be curious to see if my issues kind of disappear or if they kind of magnify or not. But we'll watch this again because I know Abby loved it and I liked it enough. 3.5 stars, or videotapes, I should say. Stars. What am I? New here? 99th episode. Yeah, it's really, really solid. I think for some people, they're going to like it a lot more than me. I don't think many are going to like it less than me. I feel like I'm at the floor so far of people I've talked to.
Yeah, some people don't like this movie for some reason. I think it's fine. It's not going to make my top 10, but it's like it was enjoyable. Like all the stuff they were going for worked for me. Mm-hmm. Right, there's some stuff missing. They should have gone further. If this movie went further, if it went berserk, like if it was like a Peter Jackson splatter movie, oh, this would have been 5 stars. But it's not. So it's four videotapes out of 5 for me. Abby?
Yeah, for me, I really loved it. I think a movie that came out this year that did take it a little bit further, and if you wanted to scratch that itch, you could watch The Ugly Stepsister, which I know the two of you reviewed. I'm debating whether I liked this one better than that. I really loved that movie also, but I love this one too. I'm giving this a 4.5.
All right. Well, that'll do it. If you made this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, share, go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. Go over here to the Letterboxd Challenge, and we do a show about that every Thursday as well. We'll cover that there. But there's challenges there for you to do. Schedule: Sunday is Why We Love Horror TV. We're doing Dexter Resurrection. Monday is Versus. Will and I watch a movie. Whatever. Tuesday, Why Liv Loves Horror. She's going to probably ride this K-pop Demon Hunters train until it crashes. Wednesday, Aaron unwinds. Maybe Abby unwinds. I don't know. You'll see. That happens on Wednesdays. Thursdays, the Why We Love Horror Letterboxd Challenge watch-along show where we cover that list I mentioned. And Friday, you get 2 episodes of Why We Love Horror Trivia. So until next time, I'm John Maher. That's Abby Brooks. That's Aaron Brooks. That's Asher Brooks. Chico's in the background. Orlock somewhere.
Yes.
We'll find him. See you next time we see you.